It's good. It's really good. What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing awesome out there. My name is Aaron, and welcome to the first episode of Coffee Nerd. I imagine if you're watching this video, you're probably a coffee nerd like me, so thanks for joining along on this coffee journey. I feel like we're going to say coffee a lot on this channel and in these videos. If you haven't already watched the channel intro video, go give that a watch so you know what to expect from this channel and from me. And subscribe and like the videos and leave comments and do all the things you're supposed to do on YouTube videos, because that helps me. This first video is also going to be the first video in our coffee reactions series, which is where we brew up delicious, fantastic coffees and we talk about them. And I give you my thoughts and feelings on them and the brew methods we use for them. And this first video, we are going to be brewing up a fantastic coffee from the award-winning Tim Wendelboe. Tim Wendelboe is one of the more well-known names in the specialty coffee community. He is a world barista champion, a world cup tasting champion, a world-renowned coffee roaster. He runs a coffee school and a coffee shop in Oslo, Norway. So obviously the man knows a thing or two about coffee. If you want to learn more about Tim Wendelboe, I left some links down in the description for you to check out. I also left a link down there to Fellow Drops, which is where I was able to get this really nice coffee. It's a really cool coffee program that they offer that I recommend you check out. Enough with all that crap. Let's brew up and taste this fantastic coffee. This is a beautifully roasted coffee. This is a light roast coffee, which is pretty standard in the specialty coffee world. Lighter roasted coffees better retain their natural flavor notes and are typically fruitier and sweeter. For this brew, we are using the method that Fellow recommends. This uses their Stagg Brewer and Filter, Ode Brew Grinder, and Stagg Electric Gooseneck Kettle. We're going to be using 20 grams of coffee, ground as fine as possible using the Ode Brew Grinder with standard burrs. If you don't have an Ode, I would recommend grinding to a standard pour-over grind size you've had success with in the past, and then adjust from there to taste. Our water temp for this is going to be 205 degrees Fahrenheit or 96 degrees Celsius on your Stagg electric kettle. If you don't have one, I would recommend getting your kettle up to the start of a boil and then let it sit and calm down for a few seconds before you start to brew. This brew method is pretty easy and consists of 4 total pours. The bloom pour is 40 grams, and as a general rule of thumb, you should wait till about 30 or 45 seconds before starting your next pour. After the bloom, you're going to do 3 pours of 100 grams each up to the target 340 gram total weight. You should be pouring the water out of the kettle at a steady but reasonable flow rate in nice concentric circles. Once you've done all 3 100 gram pours and you've reached your target weight of 340 grams and all the water has drained down through the coffee bed, it's time to enjoy this delicious coffee. So the tasting notes for this coffee are fresh herbs, red berries, and stone fruit. I don't know that I've had a whole lot of stone fruit. Well, I guess, what's a stone fruit? It's a really good smelling coffee. I'm definitely getting a good sort of tartness and slight fruitiness, almost like a raspberry sort of flavor. I don't know that I get a whole lot of the fresh herbs, although there is sort of an earthiness to it, which that may be what that is. That's the best way I can describe it with my untrained palate. It's got good acidity and it's just really well balanced overall. I would say for the layman, layman's terms, it's a very bright coffee, especially initially. This is hard to do. This is hard to like taste something when you're not a trained professional or sommelier. But, you know, that was my idea with this channel. That's what I wanted to do was, you know, bring people in who are not professionals, who don't know all the flavor notes and tasting terminology and things like that. And as it's cooling down, this is definitely getting more of like that stone fruit flavor, cherry sort of feeling. Taste? Feeling? That's not a taste. It's not a feeling. It's a taste. I feel like it keeps reminding me of something, but I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on. Thank you. It's reminding me of coffee. My smart-ass assistant over here. It's good. It's really good. I will say, I would imagine this coffee might be better brewed slightly differently with different recipes, different temperatures. I have talked to some other coffee nerd friends online who happen to have the same coffee right now, and they've had good results using other brewers and other brewing methods. They say that they've gotten more sweetness and more of the fruitiness out of it. I haven't really done a whole lot of that yet with this coffee, but I will. But just brewing the way Fellow recommends, It's really good. That's gonna wrap up this episode of Coffee Nerd and our first coffee reactions video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. Hope you learned a little bit more about coffee, and I hope you check out those links in the description and learn a lot more about Tim Wendelboe and even the Fellow Drops program if you're interested in checking that out. I don't get anything from it. I'm not affiliated with any of these people in any way. This is just stuff that I enjoy in the coffee world that I wanted to share with you. And with that being said, we'll see you on the next video.